Hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a good one. Watch yourself, Amy. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'm just thinking about what I want to do on stream. I was thinking of like a couple of things. So I could play through a different Phantom Liberty ending that I haven't done before. Maybe starting with Songbird this time. I haven't sided with her before. Option 2. Start a new playthrough. Option 3, I do some 3D modeling. And maybe make like a Witcher 2 sword. I was going through Amy. Amy, you'll know about this. I was going through the Witcher 2 fucking bonus content. There's a lot, and anyway, they have like a whole ass book showing like concept art and whatnot, so I found something pretty cool. Witcher 2 sword concepts. There's like a whole part just for that. It's not ew. It's not ew. It's not ew. Got halfway through reading one of the books. Okay, good. Buddy. Got some good news on my end though. Looking at my results from my animation classes, I believe I've passed my animation course for the year, which is good. So that's been like over the whole year. And we've done 60%. The final exam assessment is worth 40%. And then I got 100% on my first assessment, which was worth 10%. And then the other two were worth 25, of course, to make 60. I got like an 83, and then I just got an 80 yesterday or something. So by yesterday, I mean like 11 a.m. I checked. AM, PM, sorry. So that's good. Means I could get away with not doing this final exam assessment, which I will do, but I'm not too worried about it, considering I've already effectively got a pass. I got pretty much exactly 50, which is what you need to pass. But yeah. Just gotta think about what I want to play, really. Or do. I've been working on a running animation. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's not very good. I haven't put that much time into it. As you can see, I haven't done the... I still think this is a horrible program, the fact that when I move my cursor, it runs at like 1 FPS. But we've been working on like the legs. It's a little goofy. That leg needs to go a bit further forward, I think. Cheetah. Yeah, cheetah pumpkin eater. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but like it's probably good enough. I just gotta do the upper region. Which you can obviously see it's spazzing. But, I mean, it's fine for now. You may as what you want, yeah. So, it could be better, but at the same time, it's enough. I still got a bit more that I gotta do for all those ones, but I'm planning on doing something in the weekend. Now that I got like a free minute. I've done my presentation early today. I think that went pretty well. So we're getting on to the next assessment for that. So one side, we're really early into the next assessments, really, the final assessments, but at the same time, it's not a reason to lay back, unfortunately. I had some, let me see if I find that. These are some of the swords I found. There are a couple more swords, but these are pretty cool. So it makes something like this, for example. But no, some cool designs. I liked, there was a second page with some more swords, which I'd probably... Oh, this one. Side note, I was watching... If you watched the Legend story that I sent you, Amy, you'll hear about this. So... Yeah. Oh, like, you've actually started watching it. Oh shit, I just hit... Well, just hit 450 subs. I don't know when. But it was like 447 when I last looked. Let's go. What? I'm on YouTube. I'm meant to be on Reddit. I'm gonna show something. No, I'm pretty sure I took a pic. I'm pretty sure I took a pic. Right. FF06B5. For anybody who isn't aware, there's like... If you want, like, a bunch of stuff going over, what's the word? Yeah. A lot of, like, Easter eggs and stuff like that. This is, like, really good. But among other things, Anyway, so they covered the FF06B5 Easter egg, which is like mostly finished, but there's still some like it's like an open-ended one, so people aren't too sure. Anyway, there's another thing. If you go, I was searching this up yesterday. First name starts with an M, last name starts with a B. It's like Mallory, no. Oh, fuck you. Oh, man. Nice clip. It's... Bryce Mosley, not... It's BM, not MB. Bryce Mosley. Is it Mosley? Anyway. Check this shit out. Hold on. Okay, never mind. So I don't want to show anything that's like a little dodgy on here. Basically, if you remember this guy, Bryce Mosley, this guy, you meet him when you're helping the Voodoo Boys, and he tells you they are going to effectively yo, it's uploaded on ArtStation. That's sick. Anyway, they go like, effectively he's there to tell you that you're gonna get fucked over. Long story short, it turns out there's more to this story. Anyway, if you're interested in knowing like what at least I got from Thing in the video, one of the things they talk about the guy who's the head of Netwatch, sorry, who I think is in like Tahiti or something, or Vanuatu or one of those places. I can't remember. Anyway, oh yeah, it's Fiji. Okay, you must definitely be watching there, because that does sound right. Anyway. Oh, so you possibly know exactly what I'm talking about. Bryce Mosley, or somebody with his agent name, is not too far outside of where you, I guess, meet him. With the, I believe, Netwatch badge. Why? Okay, buddy. Just don't fucking zoom in anymore. Fucking horrible thing. It is kind of crazy anyway. There's this whole thing in here where he goes on and shows and talks about it all. Yeah. I don't even know where it is, so I wouldn't be able to find it. But long story short, kind of crazy. Maybe there's more to that story than meets the eye. I don't know. Sounds kind of interesting. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of like open-ended, unanswered stuff, like the whole FF06B5 story's kind of like supposedly done, but maybe there's more to it. Like, it was very open-ended. There's obviously like the Blue Eyes characters, who we know a good amount about the whole Blue Eyes shit. So they're like Martians or something. They're not from Earth. But which is kind of interesting. Alien stuff like that. So I don't know. There's a lot of these sorts of things that I hope that they cover in the next game, because kind of open-ended, and I mean, it's of like two ways, right? If you close one of these, it's on one side, yay, you know, story's done. On the other side, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no more mystique around it. So, not too sure. I don't know. I love two sides. Cyberpunk, start new character, do new ending, or play some Witcher 3. What to do? Not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's one of those. A lot I want to do, not really. It's like a Witcher deal. You reckon Witcher? Go some Witcher. I still want to finish, like, Witcher 2 and Witcher 1. I got stuck in, like, the Witcher 1. I got 10 hours in. How long? The game's like 25 hours, right? Like, minimized. Also, side note, I found I was doing a bit of I was looking for Doug Cockle's Twitter. Apparently he's been doing like radiotherapy and stuff, and has been doing a bunch of crazy stuff during that all. Like, he's recorded like voice acting for a new Witcher movie, TV series. I don't know what it's going to end up being. So at the same time, which is kind of crazy. So anyway, he's been doing radiotherapy. Anyway, found that he's part of this thing, and there's like a lot of popular people here. This guy voice acted Mr. Hands in Cyberpunk, for example, among other things, right? Forgot what she's done. He is in a show that I really like called The Last Kingdom. Obviously, voice actor for Geralt and all the Witches. And he voices a lot of popular things as well. So I was just like, what the fuck? Okay. Not what I expected to see. Kind of cool though. You're playing D&D if it wasn't obvious. Oh, I remember the one on the bottom. Oops, her. I believe she writes for Larian Studios, or something along those lines. Let me double check. I don't got no funky. There's no stuff, right? Is there like a nudity fucking slider in this? Nudity. Oh no, it should be fun, I guess. Alright, sorry. Music, we're listening to this now. What the fuck? I feel like I'm about to need to sneeze. Ah, we should be right. Should be right. How's your day today, Amy? Ah, cat. I was using cat. Meow. That's cat. Right, Amy. Oh, I always remember the like, what's it called? Sensitivity in here is completely different to the sensitivity in here. It's like the one thing that's been like, that frustrates me. So, got a notice board over here to check. Notice board here, here, here. Been good, that's good to hear. We got a couple of these. We've got Novigrad, the volunteer, look around. High stakes, not doing that. Not doing that. Oh, I mean, we can go here. Haunted house. What you get up to today? You guys doing some more animating, or are you doing your Godzilla? Rawr! Godzilla stuff. How's that coming along? Is that coming along well, or? Think you're gonna be done in time? Nothing too interesting. Video games. Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! These? Oh no, this is just the fog.
Run, Roach.
Little boggy. Get back on the road. Big meow. There's a place like this in The Witcher 1, in the middle of an island, and there's really hard enemies. I accidentally drank something. These guys don't damage me. I have officially surpassed The Witcher Netflix again. I mean, obviously, right? Like, it would be hard not to. In terms of listening to the audiobooks, I finally gone past the Kenny 2, and I'm now.
Slow now. Whoa.
Oh my. And now I'm up to. Ah, that's where I am. Dandelion meeting. Well, I'm more at like the late stage, near the end of it. But effectively you meet Oh, actually no. I'm at the part where you meet Milva, so I'm not actually past that now that I think about it. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Let's put it this way. The order of operations when it comes to the Netflix Witcher is very confusing now that I think about it. At the end of The Witcher Netflix, as in like the last episode, you meet Milva, or I think the second to last episode, you meet Milva of the third season. And then they're just leaving, I think, Brokilon, which is like dried area. And then Ciri meets the rats. The rats! AKA Amy. But that's really off. So in the story of the books, okay, Betty, okay, we don't even hear about Ciri yet. Ciri's much later in the book, where you get Ciri going through, because it effectively, if I remember correctly from the books, which I'm still rereading, you meet Milva, and Dandelion and Milva leave to start finding Ciri before they catch up with Kahia. And then Regis, and then Angoulême. Okay, side note, you would really like Angoulême, Amy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but she's got a French name. It's like Angoulême. Something. Yeah, it's this. Like that. Angoulême. No, it's Angoulême. Okay, never mind.
Angoulême. Angoulême.
Okay. Very much like Maeve. Like, super. I mean, need I say more? But yeah, she is incredibly like Maeve. And like always possible. Although I don't want to say too much more about that, unfortunately. Don't fuck with the hair though, fear. I can't remember much about what her hairstyle was like in the books, whether that's accurate or not. It's definitely fair head though. Basically, she looks similar to the point where like Geralt mistakes her. Well, I can't remember if he like fully mistakes her as Ciri, or if it's just like it's close, but not entirely. I don't think Geralt would get mistaken, but you know what I mean. Anyway, okay, buddy, there's one more. Really, buddy, you think so, huh? I heal fast and you fucking damage me. Oh, well, I'm not even gonna be able to hit him. Fuck this. Okay, buddy. Yeah, you thought you stood a chance against me. Huh, it's me. But yeah, so we don't even know much about Ciri leaving in the books yet. Like, we don't even know where Ciri is. You know, so I believe it ends in the books with Geralt Milva leaving with Dandelion, and then that's like the last you hear of that for a long time, because it just goes like really deep into the whole Ciri line. I don't know whether they did it well or not. On one side, like the downside is like they leave it at a point that okay, you're joking me. Fucking roach, come on. On one side, this is what they do really often in The Witcher, is effectively you're listening to, like, he gets to a point where you're like, what do you call it? Like, it cuts. So, the books are cut into like 2 to 3 people, right? It follows Geralt and it follows Ciri, and it always cuts between the two. Sometimes it switches to Yennefer as well. When Yennefer is... Dude, you're running away from me, you dongus. Okay, buddy. I want to hit him off. This thing sucks, though.
Gonna kill you.
I want to hit him. Oh, I give up. I genuinely give up. I don't think I was even gonna hit him. Anyway, what they do really often in the books is they get to like a really good part and they get to the part where you're about to like something that's about to happen. And then he just completely change it. Okay, that's such a you thing to do, Amy. Okay, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I turn.
Strip him, then dump him in a ditch.
You're not stripping me, buddy. That's where I draw the line. Kill me. Dump me in a ditch. Don't you dare strip me, you son of a chicken. So yeah, basically, you get left at a good spot, you're starting your adventure, and then boom, off to Siri for like a chapter, and that chapter being like almost like fucking, I don't know, almost like 100 pages probably. And then when you get a really good spot with Siri, it flips over as well, so. He did it interestingly. Books are good though. It leaves a lot of suspense. So the good thing is like, it leaves you really wanting to read more about it. But then on the downside, I just want to read more, you know what I mean? Yeah, come on dude. Leave me in such a good spot. So I don't know if it'd be very good to convert it like that in the show, so I don't really. I'm not too bothered, but some of those cuts is a little bit hard to follow. Where are you going? Oh, it's over here where we saw the, what's the name? Like Johnny. Character like Johnny. Whoa. What happened? Am I supposed to go in here? Oh, the portal doesn't fucking do anything. Does in the games, I wonder if it ever explains why Geralt doesn't like portals. There's a real... Well, there's two really reasonable reasons why not. I can say them if you're interested, Amy. There's the original reason, and then I don't think he ever established that this was the reason why not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was, sure. So, basically, there are cases... It's like a... it's a little smiley face. Oh, hold on. I'll go after. Oh, it is!
Kareen, look who's come!
I remembered accurately.
Huh. Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible
Yeah.
for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him. Or her.
Oh, there's a bit of
I
UV
came
issues
in
on us.
to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Some fucking lighting glitches, which is an improvement. When next gen first happened, so this with like ray tracing and everything, when you had all that on, the cobwebs are pink, so I'd take odd glitches. This just reminded me actually of something. Check this out. Check this out. In the Witcher 2 bonus content, they show a bunch of, like, pictures of them CDPR working on The Witcher 2. That's kind of cool. They did a heap of stuff. It turns out they also went kind of crazy. They did like full on videos and stuff. So apparently we can't access this, at least with the audio thing, so maybe I'd have to like, I can't visualize it. I'd probably have to input into something like Premiere or something. But they have a heap of stuff. And that's what I was going through. And I sent you a bunch of images, Amy. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to explain. So basically, there were cases where portals aren't foolproof, effectively. And so Geralt, and technically the final story, like in Seasons of Storms, which is technically the final story, technically you could slot it in between the first and the second short stories. It's really weird. I don't know. It focuses fairly heavily on a character that in the second short story dies. So it's like, to me, it was really weird. I'm just like, oh, this character's really, I mean, I'll spoil it, I guess. It goes over this character called Coral, who's a witch, sorcerer. And anyway, she dies in the Battle of Sodden, another spoiler, which is Nilfgaard versus some places. I can't remember who. It was effectively, like, a lot of the sorcerers, like, Yennefer was there, Triss was there, like, the ones you know and a lot of ones that you don't know. Vilgefortz was there, who's, like, the antagonist. And anyway, so over there, that book covers a lot of interesting stuff. So he's talking about how he hates portals there, and so basically what happened is he heard stories and stuff like that of, you know, how long does a portal last, and how do you know that it's going to go exactly where you want it to go, if that makes sense, right? And so he had heard stories. Sorry, I just saw there was a blinking white light. It's like 1 pixel on it here. Yeah, you could see it. Is that on? I don't know. Maybe no. It's definitely coming up. That's weird. I just saw that. I'm like, huh. Anyway, so basically there were stories, and he knew stuff of, like, there were 3 guys going through a portal, and then what happened is first guy was fine, second guy was fine, third guy took too long, and the portal cut out, like, as he was midway going through, cut the guy in half, and he died. And after that, Geralt's like, I think not. I think not. Oh. So that's effectively, yeah, he's effectively scared of that happening again. I'll go to one of these ones. And then, anyways, like, complete and utter spoiler for the second one. Geralt's fighting the antagonist. Basically, supposedly, there's this, like, monster that's, like, ripping a bunch of people from a bunch of towns to shreds. Effectively, like, absolutely just decimating towns. Anyway, so he was doing a bit of, like, you know, looking into who could be, what's happening. Turns out it's because he's looking into a devil, effectively. I believe it's a devil, well, like, said to be a devil, and he's just like, but devils don't exist. And then he's like, no, it has to be a devil. Anyway, finds it was a bit suspicious. Basically, he finds this guy, and he's just like, man, that was scary. There's so many people who died. Sorry. When I see something cool, I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm just going to save it. Okay, you can't stop me. I want to like remake that someday. Texture-wise. Anyway, so he meets this guy in the town after like a massacre, and he's just like, "What the fuck happened? Did you see the monster?" And the guy's just like, yeah, it's fucking scary, yada yada yada. I can't quite remember it. Anyway, he's like super bloody, and then Geralt's like, you know, awfully suspicious with all your blood and stuff, and he's like, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. Yada yada yada. Anyway, the Geralt knows that he's a wizard effectively and has seen him before, and just like, okay, can you use a teleportation to take us back to base? Well, I think he was offering that anyway. And so Geralt's like, okay, fine, we'll use this teleportation thing, but he hates it. Oh, I remember what it is. I remember. Okay, that was a lie. It was actually much worse than that. So Geralt finds out that he's effectively catches him on the lie, and Geralt's just like, you massacred these people, and you are the murderer. And he's just like, I think he effectively admitted to it. And for some reason, Geralt didn't kill him straight away. Big fucking mistake. Geralt should have killed him, but Geralt likes to stay neutral. And not kill, you know, human beings and stuff like that. Big mistake. Geralt effectively knows that he's got some like tattoo effectively, and the tattoo allows him to just like instantly cast this spell. And he's just like, the guy's just like, listen, okay, you've caught me. I'll cast the teleportation to take us back to the mage place, right? And so Geralt's like, okay, use that, okay? But I'll be watching you. And he's like, got the guys, you know, got his like fucking blade against the guy's neck. Guy touches it, portal comes out, they walk through the portal. Teleports him into the guy's secret base, and then Geralt gets like trapped effectively. And then he gets like poisoned and paralyzed, and a lot of bad stuff happens. And I think after that, after effectively falling into somebody's trap, I don't know, I also wouldn't want to, you know what I mean? Is it a mission?
Try not
Okay, it's
to
not.
disturb me.
I need coin fast. These blasted non-humans at Vivaldi's bank say your credit's no good. Come see me. No paper required. No questions asked. No limits. Loans available in Heartlandian francs. Han Juka. Annual interest rate of 700%. That's dodgy. Sunday last summer. Beware a thief. Get juked. The Sunday last, someone broke into the merchant Jin Longobardi's cellar. Sounds like you, Amy. Taking out of it a barrel of triple mead. Around the time of the break-in, witnesses saw a thin, bald man rolling a barrel down the street and giggling to himself. The thief was also noticed to be singing a rude song in which he called himself Odrin. If anyone knows the perpetrators' current whereabouts, they are asked to contact the injured party immediately. Oh, I don't know, man. A little suspicious. We'll buy books. We'll purchase books. Content not important as long as they're bound in attractive leather and have titles written in gold plate. I wish to have to display them in my salon in a bid to lend domicile, gravity, and sophistication. Helmut Altberg, cotton merchant. Do not fondle the merchandise. Fondled goods must be purchased by the fondler. The city council of the Free City of Novigrad. Did you know that by the way, who was that? Mavlik Angelim? Sorry. Let me bring it up. This character, Angelim. She is the last person that joined. Okay. Hold on. I just realized it shows spoilers. I would really recommend reading up about her. She's pretty cool. She's interesting there. I'll send it to you there. So did you know? Well, you won't know, but just in general, Novigrad was built upon Elven ruins, effectively. That's like, was it ruins or just architecture in general? Anyway, kind of interesting. So a lot of the big cities in which are built upon Elven cities. Lessons in Savior Vivre. Which knife should be used when eating fish? Is it fitting for a lady to walk without hose in, oh, I'm guessing pantyhose, in hot weather? Should a white wine glass be held by the stem or by the cup? Anyone aspiring to rub shoulders with Nilfgaard, Novigrad High Society will receive answers to these and other similarly vexing questions for a trifling fee by inquiring with Count Nugar, Nugat, I guess, a world authority in matters of Sabia Vivre. Warning, to the clever fuck who's taken to relieving himself on my doorframe every night. Amy, if you're reading these words, pay attention. I purchased a top-notch dwarven crossbow at market. I'm going to sit by my window day in and day out till the end of the world, if I have to, waiting for you to show again. So, unless you want to bolt between your eyes or up your hiney, go empty your water somewhere else, you dirty hooligan. Olbruck, Vigerman, 1C, Whole Foreman's Alley. It said that there was a mission there, you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, and you know it. I'm gonna put some music back on. I'm gonna quickly refill my drink bottle because it's empty. Be right back. Should be loud enough. Yeah. It's awkward for me to pee on someone's door. Well, I think that's like, what do you call it? I think that's besides the point, Amy. I don't think anything's stopping you. I reckon it'd just be like straight power P, you know? Who cares? Who cares? You're trying to create it's like a statement. Statement piece. My whole stuff, man.
There are rumours about
Moral schmarl. Hold on.
Scandalous, letting such miscreants into the city.
Oh,
I think I can see the map. See where it gets like buzzing? Yeah. Yeah, you can sort of like see it when like the maps change. It's interesting. I believe that's map mapping. Map mapping, if you're unaware, is where by distance you change the texture resolution.
whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside him or her.
Huh. It's like prison as Vivaldi's. Vivaldi. Absolute homie.
How can I be of service?
How could I be of service? This guy's straight homie. And the other guy, was it like Biancardi or something?
You alright? The pilot's dead.
Oh, he's snoring. Shoddy! Shoddy like a melody in my head. Oh, we got an actual mission. Lessons in Savior Vivu. Oh, another one of these ones. We already read that one. Beware, there's a swindler about. Amen. Fear Novigradians. Let it be known far and wide that Klaus Fetterling is a liar, a fraud, a swindler. The miraculous hair-growing formula he sells is nothing more than a well water from bits dyed with a modicum of lilac extract. The only effect imbibing this concoction is likely to bring about is a debilitating case of diarrhea, which will keep you running to the outhouse day and night, a fact which I had the dubious pleasure of learning through first-hand experience. Therefore, if this shameless cheat should pay a visit to your domicile, buy nothing, and instead tell him to go suck down his own remedy. Volker Ollinger. You coffee. Ain't no... Okay, you little chicken. Cheeseburger. Beware of thief. Sunday someone broke into the merchant Jin Longobardi's cellar, taking out... Oh, I already read that one. Be right back, all good. Sheesh. Portrait artist wanted. I am in need of a portrait artist to paint a likeness of my beloved daughter. This portrait is needed in order to finalize the betrothal contract in which she is to enter with a young man from Kovia. Kovia and Povis? Note that the canvas should be ornamented without an exaggerated emphasis on realism, concentrating instead on bringing out my darling's character, Eric Hart. I'll read the other one first. Gwent. Vimy Vivaldi cheats. To all Gwent players, the Dwarven Bank of Vimy Vivaldi is a villain and cheat, using typical non-human trickery. He conned his way to the victory over me, then forthwith demanded I surrender my cards, without the slightest consolation or giving me the chance for a rematch. Anyone tempted to play with him, resist or regret a well-wisher. Contract issued by the Temple Guard of the city of Novigrad. So this will be it. I think we can do this one. Fellow followers of the Flame, not me. In recent days, several officers of the Temple Guard have been ravished to death in a most bestial manner. An investigation has been launched, but look into the matter, so the perpetrator shall soon feel the iron grip of justice closing around his throat. Anyone able to help the guardsman track down and punish this murderer, or murderers, as the case may be, is asked to report to the nearest guard post at once. A reward is foreseen. It is likewise hereby announced that any man aiding or abetting these bandits, or withholding evidence regarding these crimes, shall be punished by torture, imprisonment, or even death. Sergeant Gilbert Wiltsch. I don't know. Vivaldi cheats. Oh, I forgot to pick it up. Gwent big city players. They did not need another Gwent quest. Wouldn't be me Vivaldi's unit card. It's a Witcher contract. No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Deadly Delights. Here we go. let's go. Huh? Hear about the job.
I'm here about the contract.
Oh, well, a night patrol got massacred. Tough men, the lot, armed to the teeth. A beast, must be.
Must? What makes you say that?
Have you seen the corpses?
What did the corpses look like?
I've not seen anything like it in my life, and I've seen a lot of corpses. Ever heard talk of folk who died in the deserts of Zerrikania from the heat alone? These corpses came straight out of those tales.
Bodies buried yet? Where?
Orders were to burn them. Our medic was to take a look first. Talk to him. He's at the docks now.
See what I can do.
We'll pay you. The boys and me, we pulled what we had for a reward.
Alright, let's get going.
Mind the guards. Don't waste the guts.
Home is just strutting.
Hey, watch it.
Arr. Probably streaming till maybe like 10 or so. I stayed up way too late last night. I was looking at assessment stuff.
You're the medic.
Oh, I've talked to this guy before.
What can I help you with?
The plague doctor. Dead guards, tell me about them.
I'm looking into the dead guards. Heard you did autopsies.
Did their friends hire you? Good. I'm happy to help.
Last body, where was it found?
In a side alley along the road from the docks to the brothel district. Someone had dropped it there in the middle of the night.
Need to examine that spot. Heard the bodies were desiccated.
Do you believe a beast killed them? I don't. The bodies were dried out. But perhaps they tried to apprehend a mage who cast a nasty spell on them.
Was it dehydration?
Strictly speaking, no. Though I don't quite know what to compare it to.
Find any claw or fang marks on the bodies?
Fangs? No. Claws? Not quite. Only scratches. Fingernails, most likely. From their adventures with whores.
Thanks. Should go see the place where they were found.
Good luck.
Okay, you fucking watch yourself.
My, what a freak.
I'm not a freak.
Eternal fires like to go out before I get them papers.
I am not a freak, mate.
Who kisses your ass
Move.
tomorrow?
Fuck. That's a flora.
You can all go suck a devil.
I'd
Bodies were
rather
found
not.
here. Gotta look for clues. Anything unusual.
A mace.
Hobnailed guards' boots. Unimportant.
What's this?
Think I'm in love.
Hoof prints, clearly. A horse? No horse I know walks on two legs.
Oh, fuck.
Facts, man. I'm sorry, we're not going to the Passiflora. Whatever it's called, not Passiflora, actually. Is it the Passiflora? Passiflora, the other one. No, Passiflora is what? Dandelion owns. Whatever this place
The
is.
crippled Kates.
Oh yeah, crippled cats, that's the one. Do we risk it for the biscuit. The necromancer in which Philippa Alha has been declared a public enemy. Interesting.
Hey, Jackie, you're the oldest.
Deserved.
That witch, the neighbour woman's hiding. I could inform the hunters.
What's up with these? Fated love, magic, broken vows, Dopplers, a changeling rescued, or the witch's trump. The gods have heard the land's cry, its people, long wait is over, King Radovad will save the North King Radoved's dead. Oops, I thought my computer was better fucking up.
Come closer, don't be shy.
Shy.
You'll find I've everything you could ever need.
Okay, buddy, you good? Okay. Please. I look down. Talk to the brothel owner.
We can go at it here.
Nah.
So, a bit of lust in your freakish heart after all.
Hell yeah.
Heard about the murders? Guardsmen?
Many perish round here. It's the pleasure kills them.
You're lying. I know it. Murderer's trail leads here.
I'll not take lip from you. If you're the tracker you claim to be, you can manage on your own. Farewell.
Look around outside.
So,
Boss her to tell me.
a bit of lust in your freakish heart after all.
Ah, fine.
So long.
Investigate. Oh, no, man. I don't know if I want to investigate the brothel. I feel like this.
there, handsome.
Nah, please.
You're a vulgar one. Can see it in your face.
Okay. Come on, buddy. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble.
But he can't keep his hands off himself.
Listen, I shouldn't be in here, I understand. Oops. But I have to. That's for the quest. It's not by choice. Whoa, my golly. What's with my FPS? I remember when I stream, I've never had FPS like this. I see. Have my answer. You see, that's just what happened last time. Everything was crashing. Me close a couple of things. Hold on, Aronies. Guys, gotta find a picturina. Sorry, video. Sorry, I'm just getting some. I might end up showing off Marmoset. I got somebody asking me how to do Marmoset texturing, so I might quickly go over that. So if anybody's interested, I can show that off. Trying to find some stuff in regards to it. Groom. I saw somebody did some really good looking grass. I'll quickly save. I'll come back to this, but I think I might be going to Marmoset, which I can show all now. Very nice. Sorry, let me see. Sweet. I'll put some background music on in the meantime, though, since we're out of the game. Hold on, I just gotta see who's. I've been ping ponged. Hey, nothing. Some Rookies Award stuff. Sorry. Yo, hold on. Oh, no way. Hold on. Okay, side note. Anybody interested in Hoverflow, apparently set it to Friday the 11th. Hoverflow release day. Podflow comes out at early access for version 1.0, including complete story, small customization, beta leaderboards, overall ranks, replays, possibly an in-game level editor. And that's not the end of it. That's sick. I have to send that to my friend. Ah, sweet. You're in. Hold on. I got sidetracked, by the way. Big T. Okay, hold on. I don't know how much... I would assume you're just interested in the text string side of things? I don't know. I'll show you a bit more to it, though, if you're interested. Roughly. Quickly. Hold on, let me see if I can open something. Retract. I believe this covers some stuff. I don't know. This was a character that I made, I think. I don't know how much is in here. No, this isn't what I'm after. So text string for now. There's grooming. It's got grooming. Now you can't obviously make the grooms in it, but you can but you can texture it on. I don't know how you export. I don't know if, I'm assuming you can export it. I haven't done too much in regards to that. I know you can texture in there. But I don't know how you go about exporting it myself, sorry. Hold on, let me see if I can show something. It's under MDS, no, Maya 1 Memento. Just gotta find where Maya's, there we go, Maya, oops. Wrong button. MDS, A3D, real-time zoom. Marmoset, here we go. So, I've moved all my stuff, so this is just my textures. Come on. Maybe it's not worth... Maybe it's not worth showing. Hold on. 2 more minutes. I lied. Maybe not 2 more minutes. Ah, fuck it. I don't know. If you're interested, I can show you some other time. Otherwise, it's going to take me too long to show. I was going to show you this. I would say, like, the key thing to this program is definitely the rendering side of things. But there is some really good stuff when it comes to texturing and stuff. Okay, so here's, for example, a rock. I've textured in here. It's just 3 things. Oops. Let me show you. So here's a rock that I made in ZBrush. This was quick. This was me solely just for texturing. And all it is just 1 layer bedrock, for example. Added some mud, muddy dirt. And then on top of that, some like lichen, moss type of shit. So I don't know. I'll show you sort of how it goes, right? So you have a bit of an idea. But super simple. So hold on. I just want to highlight. Look, these are all just rough. Okay. Like the library. There's 3,700. Thank you, I appreciate it. There's 3,700 like shit here. Brushes. There's 48 brushes, right? So we got a bunch of organic materials. We've got decent skin and scale texture too. Don't know about scale. Supposedly? I don't know. Dragon scales, lizard scales, turtle scales. Yeah, I mean, I'd assume so. Leather scales, palm bark. There's a bunch of texture stuff. And skin, not too sure. Yes, skin seems to be so. There's a heap of skin stuff. That's good. Download a couple of these. Long story short, yes, there's more than I thought there would be. Pretty much everything. It's like 600. These are just normal materials. Just turn my music down. I don't know if it's... Oh, this may be fine. Like ridiculous amount. Objects, there's some preset objects that you can use. Scenes, preset scenes. Skies, these are all HDRIs. Just easy. A couple smart masks, 18 smart masks. Heat, 310 smart materials. These are just downloadable. You just double click, downloads it, right? So you don't need to have them all, but you can download as many as you want. And then there's a heap of textures, of course. So they have a browser library, you can source things. This is effectively the browser library. If you're meaning like the asset thing. So this is effectively its thing. It's just inbuilt in the program. So there's all these. I believe, is it, correct me if I'm wrong, there's obviously the community asset library, and those ones are free. Next, when I come back and you talk to Tala, there's no evidence. And then there's obviously the normal. Yes, I am, by the way. I'm explaining texturing. And then there's the Substance normal library. Although those ones, you have to have a paid subscription. I don't believe you can access that on educational, because I couldn't anyway. And you have a specific amount of credits, I believe, right? So that's the downside to that one. This is just download, so all here. And it gets updated, I think, relatively. I think it was like every couple months there's more stuff, I think. If I go Marmoset. I was looking through, I always look through the sorry. Let's see if I can find where it is. Hold on. Oh, maybe it was like every couple months, effectively. I was keeping track of it. I follow. Okay, I can't bother finding it. It's gonna take too long. Oh, that's pretty in depth. Yeah. I don't know. I follow a couple people that work at Marmoset, and so they've been coming up with some new stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully those get added in. So we've got some pretty cool stuff going. Check this out. So first and foremost, I'm just gonna like delete all of these. Let me just delete it all. This isn't... Oh, I can just create a new scene to sort of show you what I'd do. So, first and foremost, I'm just going to grab something. So, I'll show you something pretty cool. Now, this probably isn't going to be of much interest to you. Cool regardless. If I grab, for example, rock high poly. This is my high poly rock, straight out of ZBrush, for example. It's like reasonably high poly, but it's not like ridiculous. Right, I did remove some. I did some decimation before I left. I can go, check this out. So if I just shove like default on texture, I'm just gonna go texture tab. I'm gonna add, for example, andesite balsatic, right? Now it's gonna come out weirdly. If I click this, change this to triplanar, check this out. No UVs, horrible wireframe, which you would never UV with. They've just got straight triplanar working. This is as of 5.0, so this isn't technically the full version yet. They're still implementing new stuff, but that's really cool. So if you just want to like do some rough texture work to a high poly sculpt you've done just for a render, can do that. So yeah, there's bound to be lots of people interested in that. Maybe just apply this one, and then I'll show you what we can do here. So if I go right click, or you can just press here the bit of like bread or toast, I'm just going to choose a bake location. So I'm just going to go rock test. I'm just going to go like bake 2, for example. Save where I want my things to be baked, and here I can import my low poly as well. So I'll quickly import my low poly rock. This is pretty straightforward. So this is how you'd bake, right? So I'm just gonna drag it. It's handy to know. It does triplanar without the seam lines. Yeah. It does a pretty good job. I think triplanar, there's like never really seam lines. UV sometimes there's seam lines, so you can sort of see a massive seam line here. But as I bake and stuff, hopefully a lot of that goes away. And so here, this is what I think is really, really cool. And where this becomes good. So we're going to be baking. Now the baker in here, better than substances. Which is kind of ironic. So a lot of people actually just straight up bake in here. And so you can auto-load things, but you have to name it rock low, rock high. Because I name things HP and LP. Yeah. Because I name things LP and HP, it's a different story. But yeah, so you got options here, like 16 samples, which is pretty good for what I'm going to be doing. 8-bit, which is good for Unreal, but otherwise 1632 if you want. Little stuff here, I can bake 2K, 4K, whatever. I can configure what I want, so I want curvature, AO, don't need material, I can do normals object, for example. Position, cavity if I needed to, thickness is always good. These sorts of stuff, so you can bake all these. You can even bake lighting, so if I wanted to bake the lighting that is being affected, I can bake that. Not really. Yes and no. If you want the auto loader to pick it up, you need it to be underscore low underscore high. Otherwise you can do what I did and just drag it in. And then from here, we can just click start. Oh, well, we can click start, for example, and it will bake. And now this automatically gets updated. So I can tick this off and it will generally, you can see it just automatically bakes. It's interactive. So as I turn things on, I can add material ID, automatically bakes. Super simple. Yeah. And then we get a lot of options here. So I would show something, but I don't think I can show. I have somebody else's model that shows something called skew, which is like normal issues, but I don't think I can show because it's his own model and it's not mine, so I don't have. So it doesn't need the cage thing that Substance does. The same issue, but it's a bit of a non-issue, and I'll show you exactly why. If I save this, it does have the cage, but it does it better. I'll show you. If I hide this and minimize it, watch this. I like the red things. If I just go test, I like the red because it's easy to see. But for example, I can show you something that where this becomes powerful. And I know that this is an issue here, so I'll show it. I drop high in. There we go. There's like 4 million, so that's why it takes a second to load in. They're like very not great. Also, side note, something pretty cool. You can subdivide things in here, so I can just subdivide if I want to. Kind of cool. Using Catmull Clark. Anyway, so here's my high poly, super high poly. That's my low poly there. It's wanting to show. Very well. Anyway, so here, if I bake this, I would assume I'm going to get a bake issue. You can obviously see my seam, but it's mostly a non-issue. I mean, read isn't. This one's easy to control. Yeah. I was getting really bad issues when I was testing it earlier, so I don't know why all of a sudden. It's not like a bad issue. You ever had that issue? Oh my god, subdivide. Yeah, that's really helpful. And you can export out of this as well, bear in mind. So you can subdivide a model and just go straight in here. I don't know if you've ever had this issue, but I'll show you. I will cause the issue and then fix the issue. So Sorry, hold on. Are we going to want to be nice to me today, or are we not going to want to? I've never had this happen. Hold on. Show offset. And change the cage opacity. Hold on. What are we doing? Here we go. Okay. I think this is going to show me the issue. See how... Here we go. This is the issue. See how we got some stuff kind of like clipping, right? You got clipping. Now to fix this clipping issue, you can play with this. Because I'm watching, I know how to, yeah. You know how when you got clipping, it causes issues, and you have to fuck around with this, and sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on, and yada yada, stuff like that. And it causes bake issues, as you can see. Yes. Here's where it becomes good. Now, assuming this wants to work with me. I think it's because I got two things open at once. I'm not too sure. But for some reason, the size of my brush is being... Oh, here we go. For some reason, it's just like wants to highlight the whole model here, but it's working here. I can paint this skew offset here, which is really, really good. So I can skew the stuff here, and as you can see, I'm changing the skew. Like, what do you call it? Like, per object. Not per object, per vertex, right? So, that's incredibly powerful. I might still need to play around with the skew as I have the minimum offset really, really low in the first place. But, as you can see, if you need to make minor changes to fix your skew, not skew, to fix your offsets, super simple to fix. Yes, it's like genuinely insane. So, if you ever get those issues with that's like a weird bake, that's just straight up fixable. So I'm just gonna hide high. But yeah. Anyway, that's to show you roughly that stuff. It's not, I didn't like fully bake and stuff. I didn't bake all the maps, so you're not actually seeing the full thing, but there's like a rough example of it all. Anyway, that should be good. That should be baked, and then here we go. So I thought that was kind of important to show. I'll just right click, add a texture project, and I'm just going to select the currently selected material, which means it's just polysphere, and we can just start adding like materials onto it if we want to go. Yes, that's what I would say for the most part. Why is our albedo? Hold on, let me figure out. I think I haven't set up my bake correctly. Load. I don't want to keep me too long. Oh, no, it's all good. I'll quickly open up the last one that I had because for some reason I've set it up wrong and I can't remember where I went wrong. But to summarize it, effectively, you can just drag a material on. You've got all your normal things. You can mask it, stuff like that. Do smart material, whatnot. I can add, like, for example, a curvature mask. I add a mask in the first place. I did it the wrong way around. This should be white mask, I think. This does look a bit more complex. It's a little bit more complex, I agree. Mask, curvature. Then I just gotta play around with this, I think. Maybe I did it wrong. Oh, there we go. You can start seeing some. You can still see the curvature there. Maybe I changed like that. Change the contrast center, I think. Yeah, the wrong way. increase the opacity, and you can sort of like, you can use like a curvature. The curvature is obviously not great because it's not like a great model for that, but we got like dirt, for example. It's just where dirt would grow, for example. So it's not a great thing, but if I use like dirt, here's the dirt ones. It's like, oh, here we go. I don't know, let's just say mud dry, for example. Add a white mask. Dirt. I can add like a bedrock underneath, for example. This bedrock. Where dirt would grow. It is pretty much sums it up. And then you can see that dirt's obviously just growing in spots. So I don't know, dirtifying. Change the contrast, of course, the sharpness. Although that does impact like where you have your UV seams, of course. Stuff like that. You can change UV. You can change it to UV or triplanar. Not planar or triplanar, of course, which is better. But no, you got lots of control. You want to change like the tint of it all, contrast of the normal map. A lot of it's the same. It's just, you know, some slight changes as well. Bump, stuff like that. If I added a height map, I would have height. But that's kind of like the rough idea of it. They got some pretty crazy stuff. Check this out. This is like the last thing I'll show. This one I like. I think it's pretty cool. Pin. Is it pin that I want? Hold on. I have it. Is it? It's tube. Brush. Brush carriage. Correct. Oops. Let me just remove these shapes. I haven't done these sorts of things too much, so I'm not too certain on stuff. But there's some good control when it comes to these. Oops. Oh, I have the wrong fucking thing selected. Edit another curve. The shape. So I believe. Select and edit points if you want to, you know, curve the edges. To me, this is so much easier than the way that it's done in Substance. Stuff like that, so I can like fully do the whole thing as well. I think, I don't know why I'm not actually getting the actual fucking curve coming up. I was having some issues that I was talking to I messaged the devs about, honestly. Because I was having issues with it. Don't you go like here, mask? No, that's by a brush. Are we gonna get this to work this time or not? Oh, here we are. Here we go. So you can sort of see it acting here. Check this out. So we got this profile. This is a default profile, of course, with a tapering that we can get going. Let me see again. Oh! Hold on. I see where I'm going wrong. I'm adding it to the fucking mud dry. Does it also have face and UV shell select? Yeah. I can quickly show that. I was adding that to the mud dry. I was like, why is this not working? That would make sense. Let me add a new, like, complete new thing. I accidentally duplicated the mask. That's not what I was meaning to do. Right, add a new layer. Let me see if I can remember. Add a curve. I guess no, not carve group. Carve group's like anchor points. New adjustment. Procedural layer. Well, that's cool. Paranoid. Yo! Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to use the fucking program as well. I think this is a fill layer. But I don't want the fill layer there. Here we go. So yes, if I wanted, let's just say I made this red, for example. Like I said, red, for example, make sure I press OK before I quit. Black mask. You've got all that control. So you've got, of course, paint. You've got a gradient. I don't know how the gradient works. Okay. I mean, it gradients. We got flood fill. Just does the whole thing. Although, because I've painted, it causes issues. So generally you don't want to use both flood, paint and thing. You want to use them separately. And then let me... Oops, there we go. Just erase this. We've got mesh select, UV island, so you can just select the whole UV island. Now the only downside is you can't... I haven't figured out how to... Sorry. Just paint per UV island, so... Oh, I've got my fucking things going. It's a good mosaic effect, yeah. That's pretty good. I've been fucking like drawing on things and now it's caused issues. Do not use both them combined. I don't know, I haven't used it enough to fucking know that shit. Mesh select, of course. One select, face select. How do I paint? I don't know how to paint these per se by face. I'd have to do a bit of practice, but yeah. I haven't done enough, honestly, masking. I've only been kind of going over it the last little bit. It's worked. I sent... You remember the X that I did? I managed to work all that. So... It works. I would probably, you know... Performance anxiety. Anyway. Okay, back to where I was going before. Let's say... I want to add a vector layer. So the vector layers are these, what I was trying to show before. It's these here. So let me show you. Yeah. Oopsies. Here, pressing the wrong fucking button here. So no selection is possible in painting, yeah. Exactly nice. So, nice control over here. Hey, performance anxiety. I can close that. But we got heaps of control over here. So we got like width, for example, raster and vector. I don't know actually if this is full vector though. It's called vector. I don't know if it's like vector though. I don't know enough about this. They only just added this in 5.0 alpha, so it's got some bugs, I know that for a fact. But I don't know if it's like vector. I don't know much about it, to be honest. We got tapering, we got warp frequency. So warp's actually really cool. Look at this. I can turn up warp, add just a straight up warp onto this. Kind of sick. Rounding, I don't know. Rounding just is like for ends. So let's say I went like, what was this? A line. Well, that's cool. I can just like drag. Anyway, that's weird. What did I do? Oh, I pressed Control Z one too many times. Oh, yeah, there we go. I know what I'm doing here. Anyway, we got different presets, so we can go like a base, and you can see like the normal map. A chamfer. I mean, these are all just like normal map difference. No, you don't. I know what I'm doing here. You don't know what you're doing. I do like that control. If you use it more than the little bit that I have, you would probably know a bit more. But bear in mind, this came out, I think, like last update. Or maybe it was, or something like that. So, I don't know. I've only tried this like once. That's cool. Scanning's pretty simple though. Okay, anyway, that's not even what I was trying to show you. There's solids which work well. So solids just fill it in. Performance anxiety, what can I say? Solids just fill in. Which is okay, relax. And then we got the final thing that I want to show. So they did, okay. In Substance's defense, they only just added solids. So you can now also fill in. Honestly, it added it first. Maybe it was only by like a month or so. I digress. Okay, let me remove these. Oopsies. We're still gonna show. Okay. I don't know, maybe so that, I guess you can delete the shapes, but it retains the actual effect. That's maybe good. If that's what you're after. Hold on. Maybe we gotta add a new vector thing. Alright, there we go, never mind. They only just added this, okay. Program's also got performance anxiety. Let's go with what I was trying to show before. Brush. Add a brush texture, so we can add these. There we go, this should work. Here we go. You doubted it. Lots of control over this. Super simple. I think this is almost easier than this. I'm done with Adobe. Fuck Adobe. Factual. Flow. Spacing. See, I mean, here we've got like welding, and if I add a bit of like scatter to it all, there, you've just made yourself like a weld, for example. A bit of warpage if you wanted. Squish it if you wanted like squished. I don't know, that's almost like seaming. If you manage to figure out how to get these to be straight. Adaptive flow. Directional, that's kind of cool. Symmetry. I don't know how symmetry works. Probably have to figure out that one. Good luck. What else do we have? We've got, so if I remove squish. So this is pretty good. Works well. Does kind of kill performance though if you go way too much. I can change it to, for example, like we could do like bolts. Yeah, I mean it works well. So, you know, if I wanted to go around the whole thing, bolts, like a steampunk rock, I could undo the warp setting. Warp's gone now. Should be straight, yeah. There's that. Spacing, you can play around with the spacing. Just gonna hide that one. Or are we still gonna, there we go. Tip contrast, I don't know what tip contrast is. But yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. I've done a setting. There we go. Do not fuck with the scattering maybe too much. At least when you're going around. I don't know. Oh, he's throwing fucking button. Smart guy. I have it on fucking add, not hit it. There we go. But you can like customize. I mean, it's not gonna make much difference because I'm fucking here, right? A lot of control though. Change the contrast to the normal map. Increase it. Super simple. Add a material if I really wanted to. Albedo, I can add a tint to it all. If I wanted like red or maybe I want gold. Right. Okay, gold. Right. Middleness of course 100. Roughness, I can go like super shiny. AO, you want more AO, less AO, stuff like that. Really good. Bump. I mean, I don't know. To me, that's just better in all senses. But overall, like, program's great, and on top of it all, you got like amazing shit. Heaps of like HDRIs. They added something which was pretty cool. They added procedural skies as well. So you can like customize your own procedural like environment. So I can like remove the greeniness. Time of day, sun brightness, sun scale, haze, white balance. If you want it like warmer tints, saturations, brightness, child light. You can like add extra lights if you want, just by like fucking clicking. Now, do I know how to remove them? No, because I've only used it like once before. So you just have to remove it like that. There's probably a better way. How do you do it? There was a, I remember last time I was checking there was like a delete. Oh, there we go, your right mouse button. I know what I'm talking about. You can literally change the fucking month and the day. What about a mission? A mission works well. I think. I've never tried adding a mission in here, though. They have a lot of stuff. By the way, check this out. You'll like this. This will be good. Backdrop. There's a backdrop. There's like a shadow catcher as well, if you just want straight up shadow catcher as well. So if I had like a backdrop, you know, thing, I could add like an image or something, or I could just do whatever I want. You don't really need a backdrop for this, because at the moment, like, it's really sky. Like, at the end of the day, you can just set colors here, so it's like your own default thing. So I often like just setting it to the got color blurred sky, which works really well with like. Oopsies, press the wrong fucking button again, like a smart guy. Let's go. Just add, I don't know, what doesn't look the worst. As you can sort of see though, that blurred sky does kind of give a nice result to show up visually in Substance. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Color, sky, ambient sky. I don't know much about ambient sky. I think it just shows ambiently the HDR. I don't know. Looks good though. Let me test. Let me add a fill layer. Close that. How do I add emission? If I go... I think I need to add an emission map. So if I go add new emissive, I like that. How, yeah. Now how I add emission is a different story. Or maybe I gotta add it to here. Emissive. There we go. We've unlocked emissive. Let me just go like that, for example. Changing albedo does make the difference, though. Yeah. I also am probably not showing the greatest example of how to do stuff. Inverts the value. Reset. I've never used emission in this, I just want to bear in mind. So what you're seeing here is me trying to figure it out on the spot. Hold on. Let me go mask, paint mask black. So that's emission there. And then how do I boost the emission? Because obviously the emission's not bright, right? Let me figure it out. Here we go, intensity. It kind of depends on what you're really going for, right? So this is with ray trace, that's hybrid. That's raster. That's fine. Shiny is definitely helping. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Glow. Oh, this is like the whole layers thing. That like tints it all. Add an undercoat. I mean, it's probably a better example. Hold on, if I go open, if I find Rings of Power Axe, here we go. No. This might be good. Here's a more complex thing. It's a bit hard to see because I'm just doing a basic rock, right? This is a mildly more complex. So this is all textured in here, bear in mind. I want to preface. Like, you can sort of see what I went with this. This was like over maybe 30 minutes of work. So let's say I wanted to make maybe these emissive. I could add emission here. Find this seems to be here. So if I went maybe removed albedo, maybe we want like emissive green. I mean, it's definitely working. Yeah. That's kind of sick, though. You can go back to classic. You don't need to go back to classic, it's just these have the stuff laid out. I can always just go to materials, but I generally prefer to just have everything a bit more open. So you need the overall glow, which was kind of interesting. But with the mask, you can increase the intensity. I don't understand what this undercoat is, though. Can you go over this? Or we'll go 100. Okay, you definitely can. I don't know. That's pretty good. I think it's definitely visible. You can obviously see that it's emissive. Like a tinge of emission going. It is without lens flare. Yeah. That's the only thing that's kind of like missing. You could possibly do lens flares. I don't know how lens flares... Oh, no, you can actually. Hold on. I don't know if it's going to work. Once again, I've never tried this. But I do know you can do... bloom. There we go. You'd probably want to figure out what your bloom settings you're after would be, though. But you can sort of... Probably... So if I actually boosted this... There we go. Okay, this is probably a better representation of what you're after. Okay. It took me a minute. Yeah, that's kind of what we're working with here. Bear in mind, this is with ray tracing. You maybe might get a better result in raster, I'm not too sure. Because obviously raster is non-realistic. So, once again, if I also wanted to go texture, materials, gold dirty, emissive, orange, and then this stuff if I wanted. How do I do this whole thing? Oh, here we go, emissive. Oops, wrong button. Maybe like a blur mission. So it'd kind of be like cyber. Oh, it's not the greatest because of how I've masked this. Hold on. Maybe I'd want to go like this one. Oh, what have I done? Turn emission off. Emission on. Maybe this one would work better. I'd have to find out how the fuck I made it. We're getting some. Oh, it's just simply harsh. Never mind. I thought that, okay, that is mostly just on the way that I made it. Generally, you'd probably want like a better implementation of it, but yeah. That's kind of, I don't know, techno thing. And if I wanted to fix that, it would just be a case of going. Or you like, have I done this? Mask. Smudges. Ah. I could. probably better ways of doing this. I'm probably not doing a great way. Just trying to figure out how I actually made this. Oh, here we go. We got masks going on here. Oh, here we go. Paint now. Here we go. Okay. So if I went like erase, went for like a nice brush, I went like grunge, I could like check this out and just like mold some of these away to get not those harsh lines. I obviously didn't pay as much attention to this side. And boom. That gives you a more, maybe, accurate result. I don't know, kind of cool though. Hopefully that's what you're after. Seems to be the case. There's a lot, okay, bear in mind, I only know like a small portion of Marmoset, but there's a lot you can do with it, and I'm only showing like a little bit of it. There's a heap more. I really gotta figure out these procedural layers because these look cool. I've never played with these before. Like checkered? What is checkered? We got a literal checkered texture. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's like a UV checker almost. That's kind of funny how it's like being placed there. Like for this, do you just want like a fill layer? Checkered. Okay, we got a mission going on. Oh, that's cool. This is like a UV checker effectively. Not meant to be, but yeah. It's kind of cool. Clouds. Nah, that's all good. You have a good one, Chief. Hopefully that was exactly what you're after. That was kind of interesting. I learned some stuff. But yeah, you have a good one. I'll catch you later, eh? Move the bump. Granularity, that's kind of cool. You'll like wolf it as well. Good detail. Interesting. I didn't know that you could do that, so that was beneficial to me anyway. Craziness. Amy Chief. I'll finish the quest and then I'll end stream. How's your breakings go, Amy Chief? Thank you, thank you. Should probably hide my camera away. Notice my camera's out, like at the open. So if I accidentally stood on it, that probably wouldn't have been great. Back in business. So good. I just found it interesting to go see the. I always benefit from playing around with shit more stuff that I can learn. I've only probably spent like no more than like 3 hours with it. Texturing wise, that's good. Anytime. Don't worry, Amy Chief. Okay, listen. You might have caught me at a bad time, Amy. Why? Those look suspicious now that I think about it. Oh, we're saving these for texture reference. Stuff that. So it says I need to investigate the brothel.
Heard he's a vigilante. Bastards.
Not by choice. Yoink. Oh, I pressed the wrong fucking button. Oh well. So where do I investigate? Okay, I can't do this on stream. She was not wearing any clothes. Okay, you guys have a good one. She was not wearing clothes. What can I do? That's not on me. How was I supposed to know? That's not my fault. Okay. I already know Amy's thinking some evil fucking thing to say about me. Craziness. I made another Tiny Glade thing. I'll do this before you hell out. Oh, Benny. You know you're factually wrong. Okay, I did say myself. I did this is a hamlet on a hill, I think. What else did I do? Oh, there was this. I was doing that during the presentations today. This one was like a... I think like... Was it... It's like not an alchemist, but I think something similar to an alchemist. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate. This one was cool. Oh, did you see this is a sun tower that I was doing? A sun temple, I mean. Sun temple. Just playing around. Figured out that you can do all these crazy flag shit. I did not know. This one I saved for later and I never ended up doing. Just now seeing it. So thank you. There's a lot. I wonder how many saves that we can have. Oh, and you can change the thing posted as well, which is kind of cool. I need to get better. I don't have that many hours in this. I don't know. I was getting messages. I don't know if you were there. I don't think you were there. The game that I play, Overflows, is getting a release next year, which is kind of cool. I don't have long in the game, and I've seen some people. I don't know. Some people be making some crazy stuffs, and a little jealous. What could... Need I say? Need I say? Got a thumbs up. That's cool. I should just refund. There's too many sweats. There's too many sweats. Okay, Amy. How would you know? Huh? How would you know? Yeah, I caught you red-handed. Huh? Rhea, Lucario. This, Portorosso. Hold on a momentos. I feel like I've been to Portorosso before. Luca. Yes, I'm searching up Google Images. No, not Google Images. What is it? It is Google Images, right? The last pitch, pictures I was taking. I've been to the other Luca. Never mind. I've been to the Luca with 2 C's. It's gonna show. Okay, we're not gonna show. Similar place though. Oh, I remember Luca. This place was sick. Hold on. Let me show. I'm clicking like the share button and it's not fucking sharing. Ah! No! Wait, don't worry. I'm good at using mobile devices. Stop it! Oh, sorry. I'm totally saying. Samsung recently added some like AI search thing, and it's incredibly frustrating. It's like when you hold the up button. I should probably figure out how to turn it off because I seriously just don't want to actually this out. This place was really cool. So this is Luca. That's me. That's also me. I can surely zoom in. So sick. So there's like this massive like, what's it called? We're on like the top of like a building, and you like go up the building, and then can I show Luca pictures? I just don't want like pictures of my parents being on there, you know what I mean? Let me see. How do you view things on here? Luca. Completely different spot. Okay, I think I can... Alright, we're safe. There's not that many pictures I have. But there's like this really cool place and you can just like look around. We stayed in like this nice place. So this place is like really small. There's like a Top Gear thing. Like, bear in mind, like some of these things. Okay, I don't know if this is blurry, just not loading. I feel like it's just not loading. Like super combined. This is, oh, you've already seen this. Like some of these streets, like, you know, you could barely fit a car. Like they have a small car, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there's like a wall around the whole fucking city. It's so cool. Yeah, so this is me on like the wall. There's like this outside like wall ring around the city, which I was on. Yeah, there you go. That's the top of the building that we were on. That's really weird. Pussy basket packing basket. Okay. It's snazzy. This place is super cool. If I take a picture of a menu, it's because of translations. This place though, it the key thing that it like reminds me of whenever I think of it is Attack on Titan with like the wall rings. It's not a tall wall by means, like it's maybe like 3 meters. No, it'll be more than 3 meters, like 5 meters high. But like it's like bank, you know what I mean? So you can just walk up it. Pussy. That's funny. Luke. I feel like I've been here. Luca. Or maybe it's Porto. Maybe I'm just thinking of some random other place. Portorosso. Porto. No, never mind. Luca's Portorosso. So that's just the place in the show. Okay, never mind. Because we went to like Portofino, which I'm probably mixed up with. Portofino. Which is like somewhere. This place. I feel like we stayed here. Nah, we didn't stay here, but we went past it. This place was cool. So many colorful places. Genoa. Oh, so this is like really top of Italy. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to end stream. You guys all have a good one. But yeah, I don't know. If you're interested in Marmoset, game over. Then hopefully that was entertaining and shows why. I mean, I had no clue what I was doing. Ran into some issues, but if you texture more than I have in there, then I don't know. Everybody that I've asked have said that they have a really good time texturing, and in my opinion, it's a really good contender. I just don't personally use it that much. As most of the stuff, like I have like a good number of years of experience utilizing Substance Painter. At least Steam alone, I probably almost got like 300 hours combined. So a good amount of time. So it's translation, you know what I mean? I can translate that into Marmoset, but a lot of it I just already know. So someday I'm just gonna probably commit. But yeah. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later, Amy. Either later or tomorrow. But no. Rest of you guys, catch you guys next week, probably Thursday. Well, I'll probably will catch you Thursday because I record the weekly update. We're finally getting Big Man Chris back, and I'm not too sure if we're getting AU back. So back to being an actual team, but this will mean that we would have lost. We've already used up half the fucking assessment, and it's not looking good. But wow, we're gonna have to pull up. Let's put it that way. But no. Thank you guys all for watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.